hello everyone who happens to be watching at home, and welcome to the now very aptly named The Dice That Bind Us. We are a lovely, lovely D&D group that decided to take all of our fun times and put them online so that all of you guys can enjoy them with us. We're going to go around the table, give a little bit of introductions, and then one of my lovely players will be giving us a recap of what happened last time. My name is Alex. I am the dungeon master of all of this lovely excitement. I use he, him pronouns and play various many characters throughout the story, essentially everyone that these people do not.
And my name is Krista. I use they, them, their pronouns. I am playing the Furbolg Paladin Lysander, who uses they or he pronouns.
My name is Devin. I use he, him pronouns. I play the Tiefling Warlock, Ivan, who also uses he, him pronouns.
I'm Jay. I play Temp Bard, the human bard, obviously, who both I and they use they pronouns.
All right, great. My name's Ian. I play Tapartos, the Furbolg Life Cleric. I use he, him pronouns as well as does Tapartos.
I am Rob. Oh, sorry.
You were
Go ahead.
Was that not supposed to go?
You're fine.
Do your thing, man.
We're very professional here.
And we both use he, him pronouns.
Okay, I'm Rob. I use he, him pronouns. I play a Islander-inspired Goliath druid named Anuk, and he also uses he, him pronouns. Sometimes, we can shapeshift, so what are pronouns?
That's right.
Gender is fluid when you can become a wolf.
That's right.
Gender optional.
Gender is fluid.
And polymorph.
Fluid.
Gender became fluid in D&D when Wizards was like, you know what Drow can do when they long rest? Change their gender. So we are going to hop back into tonight's story. But first, I think it's only fair that we let you guys know what happened last time we all got together.
What about Tumult?
Oh, yeah. I'm an awful person.
That guy.
Secret Tumult.
So we also, for those of you that did watch last time, for most of the episode, we had our lovely friend Zach, who plays Tumult, both he, him pronouns. He is dealing with some family personal issues at the moment, so he will be back with us in and out sporadically as he can be, and we will handle that as fluently as possible. But just keep him and his family in your good vibes and thoughts right now. That'd be great. Anyways, we are going to hop back into our story after figuring out what happened last week, but I do things a little bit differently, as most DMs of these types of things do. I'm not going to sit here and berate you with all of the little details of everything that happened last night. Instead, I'm going to leave that to one of my lovely players. Who wants to jump in?
I can do it since I was very angry.
I did it last week, so.
That's true.
Oh, and I'm allowed to now because I spent my DM point.
That's right.
No, I can as well.
Oh, because you also spent one. Oh, no.
We had a rough time.
We had a session, that's for sure. Some of my notes are very, very all caps. So we started out by summoning Zephyros back after doing a nice, big, fancy dungeon. And he was here, and we were super excited. And we went to go see him to answer all of our questions with his big wealth of memory that he had of everything that happened, of all the giants and his family and everything. And then we found out very quickly that our cleric Tapartos did not remember that he didn't have any of these memories. And promptly panicked.
I just made a whoopsie.
Big whoopsie. We were basically slowly trying to talk him around and be like, so how do we get any of your memories back and figure out anything along these lines? And we talked more about Dandelion, who is now our big nemesis, was our friend for a hot second there. I thought he was friendly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did think that, didn't you?
He was delightful. And then we found out that he is, in fact, a deity called the Traveler, you monster of a human being, our DM, making that be a thing that happens. basically we had a variety of stories of the traveler over the ages, and have learned anyone who is against the traveler usually dies. So
A
that's
horrible,
great.
painful death.
Excellent news, though. Not the leader of the 10th clan. So
Definitely not the
everything's
leader of the 10th clan. That's well, at least as far as you know. The traveler might lead the 10th clan, but we don't know that. We also learned a story about how Sylvanas was split into two kind of like paired deities in one of the big battles of the ages, and so they were split into paired deities but were linked. And we gave the traveler a sphere of annihilation. Oh fuck, is like the next line of my notes. So that's great. We also, in a previous episode, got a hold of 3 magical items, none of which we could identify because they're like an insane magic that we don't understand, way over the top magic. That was a quill, a book, and an inkwell. And our lovely wizard, or not wizard, he's a wizard in spirit, our lovely friend Tummel decided to take notes about this story of this deity being split in half in this book, and therefore, as far as we know, permanently splitting our god in half. So that was a lot. My brand new shiny shield got split right down the middle. That was fun. We still have all of our powers, so we don't know what's happening. I decided after that happened and we realized this book was magic to start experimenting. For some reason, Ivan was turned into a cat twice, once for a minute each, one of which he was eaten by a giant, the other which he was chased around the giant's house and then turned back, and it was horrifically painful, but it's great. He's happy. Tempard wrote that their moms are right here, right now, and nothing happened. So that's sad. And then we all kind of looked away for a little bit, and Zephyros wrote that he got his memories back in the book. And we don't know what that means, but like there's lightning storms happening. There's a mountain that was split. He went full like wide-eye angry man. So we'll see.
Tempest cleric lightning in the eyes.
It's bad. It's full Avatar state going on right now.
100%.
Like it. But that's where we cut, was just him getting his memories back and him just going, I remember everything. And then we're scared. So it's great. It's delightful.
Has fear.
Did you break your mic? You good?
Are you done? Are you going to stay over there? Good. No, it's my goddamn microphone. It just likes to like...
It wants to be on the video too.
It wants to be famous. It will not be famous because it is the most ghetto jury-rigged monstrosity of a setup that I think I've ever seen.
Lots of duct tape.
Yeah.
That was a very long TLDR.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of notes and I wanted to go into all the stories, but I felt like that's for watching the previous episode.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happened last time.
We're not going to do the same thing again. That would take hours.
About 4.
There's like 3.
That's fair.
Like 3.5 with playtime and all that. But yeah, so we are going to jump right back into the middle of this situation that has just started to transpire. To set the scene a little bit.
Do I get my point?
No, fuck you. Yeah, of course.
Shots fired.
I guess let's just clarify. Whoever does the recap, if they do a good enough job in my eyes, gets a point of DM inspiration, which I went over last week, and I will if we use one again, of how I do inspiration so very differently from normal D&D rules. But it leads for some fun storytelling opportunities. So, okay. So yeah, you guys were standing there, loosely bickering as your party is wanting to do. And the mountain that you had seen split previously started to erupt lava. The sky immediately became filled with large, thick, black storm clouds with lightning storms built up and striking off in every direction. And as you turned back to Zephyros, you could see he had shrunk down into a medium-sized creature to be able to interact with this quill and book easier. But as you turn back to him, he is his full height. And his eyes are like glazed over white, with strikes of different types of like elemental essences flashing through them, lightning, fire, all of these different kinds of energy just slowly rotating and morphing within his eyes. And the last thing that he said to you was that I remember everything.
I believe I still have an Ivan by the scruff of his neck.
You do, yes.
That is accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and we turn to see this. Oh, hey, what'd you do there?
I don't know. I hope that wasn't me. I think should we go check it out? Should we go back inside?
And
You-
Lysander's
Come
at
back
the
inside.
door, if I remember right.
Hmm?
I'm in like the doorway, if I remember right.
Correct.
You land on your feet, right?
Yeet! Ivan is tossed towards the door. Ivan, roll me a dexterity check, or like an acrobatics check.
Oh,
Has to have advantage because he's a cat.
It doesn't have to have anything.
Alright, see, we got a 15.
15. Yeah. So you land on your feet, no problem.
He's fine.
Yeah, this is happening, and the book and quill have fallen to the ground in front of him, and the storm outside seems to be getting worse and worse and worse as as Zephyros starts to look around, and he starts tearing books off the walls of this large like journal collection that he had holding all of his memories, and he is throwing them on the ground. He's picking them up and like tearing them in half by their bindings. They're just
Zephyros, I thought this was to be a good thing that you got your memories back.
He seems unaware of your presence at this point. He is turning, he's screaming at the top of his lungs. At one point you see he turns around and you guys are kind of close. You see a lightning bolt flies out of his hands towards the other wall and smashes through another one of these journals.
Ivan, get the books, yeah?
Evan will try to rush inside. Lysander's so like kind of at the doorway, right?
Oh, I'll move if you come up behind me.
Well, so like
It's like I'll probably like.
while I approach you, like I'm like approaching and past you, but while I approach you, I'll like ping you telepathically, you know, no noise disturbance, and just say that hey, I'm gonna make you louder. I'm gonna have you and Tapatos try to calm down Zephyros. We can't have him throw a tantrum. And while I pass you, if you let me, reach out and cast Thaumaturgy, make you 3 times louder.
Okay.
And then I'll run inside. And where's Tapatos right now?
I think I'm with Lysander.
Yeah, pretty close to the door.
Perfect. Then I'll do the exact same thing with you, like exact same message while I'm running by.
Okay.
And to make sure it's like
Excellent.
In giant.
Yeah.
Like I make my way in a little bit, and it's like, Zephyros, calm down. You have friends here. What is going on? What have you remembered that is not good? What is happening?
Roll me a persuasion check. You
I
can
don't
use
have
physical
paper.
dice. You can use whatever.
Let's grab the first D20 because I don't want to deal with roll 20 right now. That's not a D20.
Oh no.
Oof.
Oh no.
This guy is retired forever.
Oh no.
There is 0 response. Ivan, you were trying to get up to do what now?
So I'm gonna like try to see what books he's aiming at and see if I can like get any out of the way, out of his sight. You know, like
It's all of his journals.
Get
All of these
okay,
like
so-
5 foot
so
tall.
this big. Okay.
Yeah.
Human-sized
Well,
books.
Well then I'll come up, and as I see Lysander try to call out and him not make a reaction, I'll try to get close to him, 30 feet, and I want to try to ping Zephyros with the telepathy thingy.
Okay.
And I say, hey, I know you're going through a lot right now. I know you just got your memories back, but please calm yourself. You're endangering your new friends here. Can we please talk?
As you make this link, before you can even get a word out, there is this, you hear in your mind dozens upon dozens of voices screaming out loud, this echoing, like in his mind. You can't, there is nothing like discernible about anything that they are saying. It is just like painful screaming in his mind.
Okay. Cool. So upon doing that, also try to say what I can, but I kind of know that like he's probably not going to even like be able to like understand what I'm trying to like.
From my field, I cast Calm Emotions.
Well, that's
Okay.
50. Better than I had.
Yeah.
That is a wisdom saving throw?
It's a charisma saving throw.
Fireballs, it's a level spell, I'm sure.
It can choose to fail if it wishes. I'm assuming he does not.
26.
Okay.
Strong
your spell has no effect, unfortunately. He turns around and on the far side of the room from him, he's kind of been pacing back and forth as he's like tearing these books down and casting these spells. He looks at the wall opposite of him at this point, which would be the one to the people in the doorway's left. And he brings up a wall of fire that envelops the entire wall. And you see that these books ignite.
Oh, fuck.
DePartos, do you have anything for this?
I do not know. I'm going to scream out to Ivan. I'm just going to yell, "Cat! What is happening?"
So I'll go ahead and let, like, as loud as I can. Well, I guess I'm within 30 feet of him still, right? I'll go ahead and just use my telepathy and say, hey, he's literally not himself right now. I think he had a surge of memories come back to him, and his mind is just utter chaos right now. We need to find some way to subdue him, to calm him down. We need to find someone to stop him, or else I fear he's going to bring down this entire tower.
Geragek, can you grab the book and quill and ink, please?
Face anything you can.
I kind of want to get up and run and give him a hug.
I mean, I'm
Works
right
too.
there with him. I want to yell at, I think I'll yell at Ivan and yell, just grab the book and the ink and erase anything you can pertaining to Zephyros and his memories.
Okay,
And
so
with
we're gonna pause a little bit. We're gonna let some people take some actions. Garagak, you want to go up and give him a hug?
Yeah. I'm assuming he's so much bigger than me, right? I'm just gonna kind of run up and like jump on his ankle.
Okay.
My
So
place
you
is
run up.
that much bigger.
As you're running
that'd
up,
be like if I ran up to him.
he is going to turn, look you over, and I'm gonna look this up so that I don't misquote.
I'm running up with my arms spread too, though, so it's like I'm obvious.
It's
intent.
obviously you're trying
Yes.
to give him a hug. That's fine. I'm gonna pop open my resource guide here and double check something.
Does it have for how accepting he is for hug?
No, the player's handbook.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes, the Zephyros section.
The Zephyros section in the player's handbook
Zephyros
obviously
hug section.
dictates. Yeah, he is going to turn around and he is going to cast a lovely spell at you
sweet.
as you approach him. That will actually inevitably hit multiple of you.
Oh,
Fuck.
So
I didn't see it.
Oh geez, yeah. So everybody, you do see it.
I'm going to attempt to counterspell it as soon as I see him try to cast it, I guess.
Okay, and what level is that at?
It's 4, so I still have to make that saving throw.
You
See if I
do.
can successfully counter it. And this is my last spell slot too. I used the other one up. 4. How do I?
It is a D20 plus your charisma modifier.
Oh, okay.
Like, we got a bunch of dice. It should not be hard.
Yeah, I did the last one on D&D Beyond. But I put a button for this one. Ooh, 10 total.
10 is not enough. So I need.
Oh, great.
I'm trying to make sure the saving throw before I mess this up. I need pretty much everybody that except for Nook to make me a dexterity saving throw.
If people are within 5 feet of me, you get a +3.
No one is within 5 feet of you right now.
Bartos is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe, yeah,
vibing.
sure. I thought Sparso said run forward. I apologize.
Not yet. I was
Okay.
planning on it, but hadn't actually done it yet.
Yeah, go ahead and take your +3.
+3? Okay, so that's going to be a 10. God fucking damn it.
I got a 14.
22.
Oh,
Nice.
Go Bards.
Yeah, so Tempard saves.
oh no.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh, Lysander.
Oh, Lysander.
Would you, for the audience at home, Krista, would you like to say what you got? Yeah, that's a 1.
I rolled on a physical die first, and then I was like, well, I should just use roll 20. Physical die would have been 17, but I decided to use roll 20.
That's what we're going with.
That's what we're going with.
So all of you, all of a sudden, feel the gravity in the room flip on its axes. All of you fly immediately up into the air, about 50 feet up in this tower.
Oh no, this is a tall tower too.
Yeah, this is a very tall tower.
And Tempard, you feel the same sensation, and you and grab onto one of the bookshelves on the side before you can float up. So you are still near the ground, but you are still affected by the spell.
Incredible.
Zephyros, we're here. We're your friends. We want to help you.
Seems unresponsive.
I do like an anime style like flip kick off the ceiling and down back to him to give him a hug.
Roll an athletics check to see if you can push yourself, because essentially you're jumping, right? Like you're just trying to jump.
Yeah, I'm literally like I'm going to the ceiling, so like I roll forward and then like kick off the ceiling back to him.
Okay, go for it. Roll an athletics check for me.
I got a 16.
A 16. You jump and you get pretty close. You jump down. You see in the middle of one of his like ravings, his arm flies back and up as he's getting ready to cast another spell, and you just kind of like grab onto his wrist and hug him.
Hey, that works. We take those.
Does this situation make you angry or ragey at all? Just out of curiosity.
It depends on if he resists my love.
Okay.
He looks at you as you've grabbed onto him, and he turns, and in an almost unrecognizable voice, this deep, low, like guttural growling almost, you hear this, "Never again." And he takes and he throws you out of the door.
Can I resist the throw?
You can roll me a strength saving throw to hold on for dear life.
I feel like I'm gonna fail this so hard. 21?
Nice.
Oh.
21. Unfortunately, that fails.
Yeah.
Oh.
I kind of assumed.
Yeah, this is, and for those of you at home that are going to be like, why is he so fucking strong? We'll be like, hey man, when you give somebody back all their memories for thousands and thousands of years, they get more powerful. So, sorry.
We didn't know how long it was. We thought he just lost a couple.
He's also way bigger than me.
Yeah, so you get thrown right. Oh no!
We lost the image of Ian. The voice of Ian is
the
in
voice
theory
of Ian still here?
That's the voice.
Is this the voice of me?
Yeah.
You're still here.
Okay, great.
Did your phone die?
No, it didn't die. Something's going on with it. Just ignore me. I'll pop in at some point.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be story relevant eventually.
So Garagak, you get thrown straight out the door of this tower. You hit the ground, and with the sheer force of the impact, you bounce about 15 to 20 feet more feet in the air and land again because of how hard he threw you.
How much damage do I take from that?
We're going to figure that out.
But well, I don't know. Would he just go up?
No, he threw him out of the radius.
Okay.
Yeah.
The spell.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
I appreciate you.
That would be more terrifying if Garagak just started floating away into space.
Right.
Let's see.
How did my internet crap out? Is that what happened?
25,
Why is your laptop still on?
I don't know. The internet on my phone was just like, LOL, no more internet for you, but my laptop's obviously doing fine.
You will take 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Ouch.
And you're laying on the ground outside of the tower.
Well, that's
Here's
going on.
a stretch. Yeah, go ahead, Ivan. You're first.
I just want to be looking for that book and quill and ink vial.
You see it laying on the ground.
I'll start moving towards it.
Are you moving stealthily or quickly?
Quickly. Well, quickly. Yeah,
Quickly. You start moving quickly, and you realize you're 50 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And it is on the ground. Actually, with the reverse gravity. No, because it was where he was on the ground because he dropped it. Yeah,
Okay.
Unfortunately, you are stuck up in the sky currently.
Okay. If it's that far away, can I just send hands over to it?
Hands flies.
Yeah.
Real fast.
Hands,
40 feet.
hands goes down, and as he gets close, Zephyros turns, sees hands. I need you, for me, to make a persuasion check from hands.
Hands.
Oh,
What
hands
is,
has to
what
make
is Hans' charisma?
Because
Yeah,
Zephyros,
It's a devil, so it's not low, but it's not great
Give
either.
hands the dice.
because Zephyros and Hands have hung out and connected more than the rest of you.
They did vibe.
It's true.
Yeah, they played patty cake.
Ooh, it
Very-
even has proficiency. You said persuasion? Neat. It has proficiency in persuasion.
Use a different die.
Use a
Nice.
different-
That one's a magic.
That one cursed.
No,
it's
well,
it's a spin down. You're right. I didn't even
Yeah.
notice. This is a random. Okay. You got a 9 plus 4, 13 total?
13. I don't think that is good enough, unfortunately.
I am terribly sorry I told you to use the
Hands.
correct die.
You do see a brief pause as Zephyros turns, sees Hands, and you see one of Zephyros' giant arms reach up, ready to just slap Hands right out of the way of the book. And there is this brief moment of hesitation,
Zephyros, is this what Moog would want you to do?
and then smacks the shit out of Hands.
Is this what your son would want you to do? Because we didn't get his son's name.
Roll a persuasion check.
Let's see if
Okay.
roll 20 is nicer to me.
I'm almost.
That is only an 11 to hit Hands.
Oh, dude, hit hand. Nice. I think that, AC 13. That misses hands.
Are
So this-
you kidding me?
So this
Ooh.
giant hand
You should make it roll
swings
funny.
down, and
Just
this,
like a flutter
this
between his fingers.
it just misses. Totally doesn't count for the tiny size of Hands, your tiny squid devil familiar,
Yeah,
and looks. I can't believe I missed.
You got
Uh,
+9.
Yeah, to get a 13.
Oh my God.
So this is why D&D is fun, guys. So Hands grabs the book and quill.
Cool. As soon as hands
Oh,
grabs
fuck
it,
Hands.
I mean, I'm assuming that Ivan saw Zephyros take a swing at Hands.
For sure.
As soon as Hands grabs it, I want Hands to go invisible, before anything else. While he's trying to, before he tries to move back out with it, I want him to go invisible.
Okay,
And
Hands goes invisible.
Make his way outside, over towards the nook.
Okay.
I would go ahead.
On the note of Anouk, you have been hearing this bubbling from behind you as this mountain has erupted volcano style.
I'm familiar with the sound, yes.
You, with your incredible passive perception, have this, you get this almost sense to turn and look. And you turn around and you look, and the mountain itself that originally had just had a split down the center, which opened it slightly, has now fully opened itself and almost reshaped into this basin-esque
Okay. The
shape.
caldera.
Yeah. And the entire thing you can see is filled and is brimming over the top with lava, and it is now pouring down on all sides, starting to flood through this valley.
Oh boy.
So,
That is decidedly not.
if I may, I'd like to use my last wild shape.
Sure.
I'm a giant eagle.
Uh-huh.
Poof. I fly up to the top of the tower.
Okay. You can make it up to the top of the tower.
And I assume George is there at the top of the tower with the griffins.
Yep.
Because I sent him up there. I will cast polymorph on George. He's now a hamster.
George is a hamster?
Yes.
Okay.
And I tuck him into the folds of my sarong, whatever thingy it's called.
Sure.
I can't remember. Pua or something like that.
Yep.
And I tell the griffins, oh, hey, we very mad downstairs. You better go. At which point I jump out the window. Chee-hoo! As I get close to the ground, I cast Misty Step so that I don't take fall damage, and I put myself close to the door.
Roll me a wisdom check.
Okay.
Wisdom's your casting modifier.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how fine-tuned your casting abilitoire is.
Okay.
It's not a high DC, but just to like time it correctly to where you're not gonna be too high or whatever.
I just have to be within like 30 feet of the ground.
Right.
Yeah. It's a normal roll.
Well, that's pretty good.
You're fine.
Critical, a 20 plus 5. So.
Yeah.
Damn.
I need like a sound effect button, like an air horn or something I can blast off in the chat. Just like, yeah, so you land and unfazed. You misty step at the bottom and you continue walking on your merry way.
I look in the
and
door to see everything that's going on.
Yeah, everything is still going insane in there, but you do see above you the griffins have and are dispersing.
And in giant, because, that's my home language.
Right.
Hey, Zephyros, do you think you could tone it down a bit? It's starting to get hot outside, yeah?
Roll a persuasion check.
Might as well. Everybody else is doing it.
Just me a
Persuasion.
handful of times. I guess Garagak tried to persuade with his hug.
I'm trying.
Not enough. A 10 plus 3.
Yeah, he seems unfazed. At this point, all of you inside, that one wall is completely lit in flame.
Great.
It is reaching up to like the wooden platforms of the bottom shelf, and the second floor is starting to ignite.
Are there books up here?
There are
Books
many
everywhere.
books surrounding the entire wall.
So
of the
everybody
entire
is,
Can I-
everybody inside except for Temp Bard, because they are holding on to stuff.
tower. Right.
Everybody else has gone up high, right?
Correct.
Can I take one? I'm big. Can I
Mhm.
try and like pry one off the wall and just like chuck it at him? To like get his attention?
Sure. Roll me just a d20 plus your strength mod.
That's gonna go great, I'm sure.
15.
15. Yeah, you take the book, you huck it down. It doesn't hit him, but it goes past his head, and he immediately turns and like snaps his head up in your direction.
Zephyros, I need you to calm down. You are threatening the entire landscape around you. I know this is a whole lot. I know that this is so much to happen to you right now, but you have given yourself your memories back. You could help fix things. You can help be the person you want to be again.
I had some.
Be the
people.
person that your family wants you to be. The one who cares for the small folk and does not destroy their land. The giant we know you are. The half giant we know you are.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
This isn't.
18?
He pauses. You have 1 minute to leave. And you see he looks down at the ground, places his hands firmly down, flat-faced onto the ground, and you, Anuk, you outside too, feel the ground start to tremble.
Oh, hey, it's time to get out of here.
Can you let us down first?
We're not in the air yet.
So
You are 50
We
feet
are
in the air.
levitating.
Oh, we
but,
are?
Like,
Oh,
we're
I
not
Yeah.
haven't
flying.
got in the air yet.
That's true.
Oh,
The tower is not flying. We have been
Oh.
levitated.
okay.
You,
That's
you
what I
got
meant.
you got reverse gravity.
Yeah. We are floating. Is he not letting us down?
Doesn't look like it.
Ivan wants to go ahead.
Is that okay?
Go ahead.
Thank you. I would like to very kindly ask Zephyros and let him know that we're his friends and that we would like to help him if he'd be willing to listen.
He turns to you, and I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You trying to get your roll, and I see that.
No, it's fine.
He looks at you. He looks at you, and he says, 45 seconds. And the ground shaking starts to get more and more intense. Above you, all
I'm
of you
thinking of
see
ceiling shaking,
the ground is shaking.
but not the ceiling that we are all on.
Correct. Except from above you, smashing through like the second floor that is above you, a large piece of stone that you recognize to be the top of his tower comes crashing down through and past you guys. I need Lysander, Ivan, and Tepartos to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, great. Am I
You're
still
within
close
5
enough to
feet of me,
Lysander?
plus 3.
Yeah, you guys will all get the bonus. It's fine.
I got a 23.
Nice.
21.
Nice. What?
What?
Oh no!
Another one?
3 in a row.
I don't know.
That's like 4 tonight.
Yeah, two on roll 20, 2 on different. This is a different die. I set the one die aside, got rid of that one.
Wait, did you crit fail again?
Again.
Oh, no.
Oh, Krista.
Oh my god.
Oh, friends.
I get hit by the giant rock.
Oh, fuck.
Ew.
I'm glad you got my plus 3, friends.
I have 2, thanks.
All right,
Really?
you're gonna
Grab
take-
onto the rock and write it down.
That
I
was
mean, it
my
probably
plan
smashed
originally.
into the back of me.
So here's the thing. It smashes through and falls down. Krista, you're gonna take 16 points of damage.
Delightful.
That's not as bad as it could have been.
No, it's not.
It falls, and you see before it impacts the ground, there's a brief moment of pause.
Oh no.
Are any of you going to do anything in this moment?
I would like to
I'm
do something.
dodging out of the way.
Y'all
because
better
I'm
do something
crashing
before I
back
do
into the-
something stupid.
I would also like to cast suggestion.
Am I?
Okay,
Is the
you're gonna
rock
cast
on me?
suggestion. Ivan, what would you like to do? No. It went past you.
Oh, okay.
So
it
here's
just
the
clips me
floor.
good.
Here's the base of the tower. Here's the floor you guys were pinned next to. Rock came, and before it hit the bottom floor, stopped.
Ian, I can't hear you.
Oh, no. Is it?
There
No,
you
you're
go.
fine. It was the
Are we good?
priority speak. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I am running the fuck to either a north, south, east direction, whichever direction is closest to Zephyros, but I'm running that direction away from the incoming boulder that's about to smash back into the ceiling.
Okay, so you run the
Yes.
opposite way. Ivan, what are you doing?
I want to raise my rod, and it takes seconds, but I want to raise my rod and speak its command word, which is just handsies, and gain a roll like spell slot back. Roll like spell slot back.
Perfect. You do that. Lysander?
Was the rock a magical weapon?
No, the rock was not a magical weapon. It was a rock.
Yeah, I get resistance. I forgot about that. I looked over. I was like, wait, hold on.
You do because of the dumb broken shield I gave you.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's
I
actually
just
broken.
figured-
That's fun.
Oh, I'm so angry. Are we just like standing on the ceiling or are we floating?
You guys floated. I described it previously, but the tower
we're,
is
like, now
50
hit the
feet,
top.
50, like
Okay.
50-foot floors. So you know how in most like places, like it's like roughly double your height
Yeah.
for like a like solid like story, not like your home, but like general like hotel floors and stuff like that is like roughly 10 feet high. Like that's like a story. This is
I
a
was just
giant
making
story.
sure we were like attached to the ceiling and not. Just
You are standing on the like ceiling of this first floor of the tower like it was the floor itself.
Yeah, I would also press myself up against a tower. Are there any windows on this high point? I'm assuming no. Cool.
No,
Yeah,
there
I'm
is
just gonna kind of
the
push
hole
myself.
that the rock just made. And that's
Yeah.
that, and then Tapartos, you just ran towards the actual like opening in the roof where the stairs spiral up on the outside.
I will clamber up through the hole then.
Okay, you clamber up through the hole. Tempard, you cast Suggestion. What kind
I
of saving throw do I need to make?
It is a wisdom save.
Sure is. 24.
Well, okay, good job.
Um,
What a fun time this was.
So something stupid it is.
well, so yeah, what would you like to do? Because you
Oh,
just
I
currently
was-
in this very brief moment, you have watched this rock come, and from your perspective, Anuk being on the ground, and Garagak, you too, when you look through the door back inside, you can see there's about 1.5 feet on the ground where this rock has stopped falling, and you can see it slowly starting to. It was spinning as it's falling. It stops and it starts to spin the opposite direction and slowly starts to raise up again.
Inside the tower, I cast Tidal Wave.
Okay.
Oh God.
Right.
What kind of saving throw does?
DC 16 Dexterity.
All right, so Tempard and Zephyros.
I was gonna let you finish your roll.
Oh.
There we go. Barely. Not a very dexterous giant, huh?
No, that's his weak point there.
Does
Well,
it put the
it's
fire
one of
out?
the two.
That's one of the goals, yes.
It does put the base levels of the fire out. It has still like climbed up a ways into the tower, but it puts a majority of the stuff on the ground floor and up like halfway on either wall as this wave comes in and goes like starts from the starting point, goes up and then hits and rolls up the wall and does like a little half pipe motion throughout. I actually, because the tower, I'm going to give Zephyros disadvantage on his because he is too large to be able to like quick maneuver out of the way as the waves
He's
go
still.
past.
It says half damage on a successful save.
That's fair.
I'm
How
just
much?
hoping if he is concentrating on the reverse gravity.
Sure. How much damage does he take on the half? Oh, 15? So 7?
Yep.
Well. Yeah, it's
No,
21,
that's fine.
unfortunately.
No. But
But
his feet are wet now,
they
and
are.
that's going to lead to the next action after other people have gone.
Okay, so at this point, everybody, Garagak, was there anything you wanted to do in this moment? You are outside of the tower. You see this rock is starting to like spin and start to raise back into the air. And then you see this wave just.
Did the rock not move? Is it
The
still
rock
chilling
is
there?
slowly starting to raise back up. You expect that
Yeah.
it's going to shoot back upwards at the end of this round.
But it will go
Uh,
slower through the water.
It will go slightly slower through the
I
water.
rage and try to sprint in there and punch the rock towards Zephyros.
Yes.
It said absolutely.
Yes, you can.
I love it.
Roll me an athletics check.
All right.
You get advantage because you're raging.
Correct.
Oh, there we go. There it is. There it is. That's what I'm
There,
talking
guy.
about.
For the folks at home. What did you just roll for the folks at home?
Nat 20 plus 7.
Nat 20 plus 7. 27.
Oh my God.
Dear God. You all have various perspectives on what's about to happen. Anuk, you're the first to have sight of this, as you are outside of the door as well. You are standing there having just cast your tidal wave. You're preparing for your next plan of attack, and you hear this, as Garagak goes flying past you towards this tower. Tempard, you see this next. As you glance back, this water has come through, and you're kind of reeling from that. And you glance towards this door, and you see Garagak already has his fist pulled back as he's running. This just logo, like getting ready to run into this rock. The rest of you, as he crosses this threshold, Tapartos, having glanced back over to see what the situation was, sees him running in. Lysander, you like poked your head back down briefly, looking to see what else was about to happen, and you see Garagak sprinting across this room. Ivan, you're like sitting here concentrating. You open your eyes from concentrating on your rod to get a spell slot back, and you just see Garagak in this almost slow motion anime sequence.
The best part is that you're just splashing through puddles as this is happening.
Yes.
You see it connect, and with sheer unbridled force, you connect with this rock, and you guys see that circle of dust from the impact spot, and then the rock goes careening towards Zephyros at this massive speed. Garagak, I want you to roll me 8d10.
Oh my
8d10.
He crit on an attack with the rock that does 4d10 every time it goes.
As I see the rock going, Partos, how many diamonds do you have?
1.
Is it
Oh, okay.
exclamation point R or is it slash?
Hopefully, I'll be able to do something about that.
For roll 20?
Yeah.
Slash R.
Slash R. Okay.
Like, I don't know if you remember, but I'm at 19 HP. So.
He turns as he hears your footsteps and goes, I told you to. As this rock just hits him square in the stomach. I'm going to roll concentration check.
Probably for the best.
That's a 13. That does not beat the 20 that he needed to roll. Ivan, Tapartos, you guys come careening 50 feet down from the sky. You are going to take 1d6 less fall damage because you're landing in the water, which will soften the blow.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
Can I do
Nice.
something as they're falling before they hit?
Sure.
Wait, do I
I-
have that?
Quickly take George out as the hamster and set him down. And I give him the hand signal for dig deep
Okay.
because I lose concentration on. He starts, and then all of a sudden, poof! And I'm going to cast Control Water.
Okay, and what are you going to do
So
with
I
it?
start swirling it and bringing it up underneath my friends who are falling so that it slows their drop.
Awesome, yeah. You guys
Very
float.
waterbender-esque.
You float slowly down through this water, and I'm assuming you like lower it as they're coming
Yep.
down to like keep.
And
Yes,
even
you guys-
wash them out the door.
So all of you find yourselves out of the door, safe and relatively sound.
Oh, goody.
And you see as you look back inside, Zephyros looks up at you, specifically at you, Garagak,
Yep. He hit me first.
and you can see that the white that was in his eyes has gone pitch black.
It's a good sign.
Oh, hey. It's time to go, yeah?
Pat, do you have the book?
I mean, that's what I was trying to do. As soon as Ivan can act, that's the next plan.
Sorry, I've taken a lot of action, so go
Probably
ahead.
do
No,
that
you're
before.
That's
good.
fine.
I
So-
haven't done a whole lot.
So Hans has the book and the quill.
He's outside.
And
Erase-
the E.
Yeah, you said he dipped, right?
Yeah, he was looking for
Yeah.
a note, like because I'm saying he's like outside waiting for. I want to find hands as soon as
Yeah,
possible.
you get outside. He's there. He's waiting for you.
Does he have all 3 or just 2 of the 3?
He has the book, the ink, and the quill.
Okay, you just kept saying the book and the quill, and I was like,
Yeah, it's all. If I say the
Yeah.
quill, I assume, unless I clarify otherwise, that I mean everything.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna yell.
everyone's outside? I'm sorry, you can go first.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I'm going to yell back at Ivan, erase or cross out everything you can, and I'm
I've
going
got
to
something.
sprint
Good.
back into the
Yeah.
tower.
Okay.
You sprint back
Um,
in.
I sprint into the tower.
I would not suggest. Okay, sorry, Tempor just
Okay.
sees you going
Okay.
in, like has the necklace of fireballs ready. He's like, okay.
I am
Oh, man.
also still in the tower on the second floor looking down at all of
Yep.
this.
It's only a
Uh-huh.
20-foot radius. It's fine.
Like I said, you're stuck on the second floor. Like, you're like, you look down, you watch all your friends disappear, and you just kind of like John Krasinski the camera. It's like, and you glance back down, and you hear this tank as Tapartos comes running back inside.
Yes.
Man. Okay, so Tapartos has done a thing.
Yep.
What are the rest of you gonna do?
Ivan had something.
As many actions as it takes, like as other people are doing stuff, Ivan's whole goal is to take this full of ink and open the book and start writing stuff down. So like,
What is the
down?
what is the first thing you write down?
Cool. I'll write down. Zephyros immediately calms down and falls asleep for 1 hour.
Tapartos, you run inside.
I'm
Zephyros
so
is
ready
looking.
I have a heroic speech planned.
You
like,
have well. So
so
as you're running in, you see this black energy that had coalesced in his eyes. You look down at his hands that are still around this giant boulder that's hit him in the chest, and you see between his fingertips the same black energy is starting to like build.
mhm.
And as you run back in, he holds his hands forwards and points them at you.
And I'm halfway through saying, I fear you not, Zephyros?
Necklace back on.
as soon as Ivan can, right after writing that down, he will thaumaturgy himself and shout out, "Zephyros is sleeping. Stop attacking, please."
With that, I'm just gonna kind of crumple and go, Lysander, are you alive?
You just see his head poke out. Yes, I am good. Should I come down now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Like make my way to the staircase.
So point of order, I actually misspoke earlier when I said that Tapartos running towards the stairs. There are no stairs in this tower. He uses the elevator system in the center of the tower to race him and lower him. That is my mistake. That's right, guys. DMs are not infallible, no matter what they say.
So, hang on. Before Lysander comes down, then, is the elevator up top or at the bottom?
That's at the bottom.
Oh,
I
wonderful.
take another
so you
column
would
of
basically
water.
like fall 50 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going to send my broom flying.
No, because control water is a
Net continuous.
it is a concentration spell. I have not lost concentration. So I'm just hula-ing columns of water up into the air and water bending as best I can through hula.
They just kind of hop on one of the platforms. I'm assuming sink like a
Yeah,
stone.
you
But-
hop
At
onto
which
it, you're
point,
like, yes!
whoosh, like a water
So
slide.
you get water elevated down, and you guys are standing here. You are now, there's no more harsh actions happening. Zephyros is sleeping and like with a boulder still like on top of him.
Ivan, what did you write?
I wrote that he's going to be sleeping for 1 hour, but we should double check on that fire. I'm not sure if it was completely put out.
Yes.
I was going to spend some time after everybody was out
I assume
putting
so.
out fire.
Okay.
Thank you, Anu.
Yeah, like as everyone's gathering, I'll take the book out and show him. Yeah, I just kind of wrote down that he calms down and falls asleep for 1 hour, so we have an hour to figure out what we want to do next.
I cast
I'd
calm
like to
emotions
be out of
again.
here before that.
I cast calm emotions again because from what I know of the book, he will be calm and asleep for an hour.
Yes.
Calming him means it will be more than an hour, hopefully.
I mean, my whole goal is just to give us some time to like maybe think of something else to write that won't like completely destroy his mind like that last thing did.
Most importantly, we need to know exactly what was written in the book, where the fuck Tumult went, and exactly how we can reverse whatever has gone
How
on.
are we handling Tumult? Is he still here?
No, he's gone.
Okay.
I'm
He
going
just
to kill
disappeared.
him.
I'll figure out how to do it narratively because this was a last second thing. I'll figure it out later.
I
Wait, hold
believe in
on. No.
peace and
Hold on.
love for all of
DMs are good improvisationalists. This is the key. You want to see a master at work, guys.
Did he run
Do
away?
it.
He left.
just drop a soup down in here.
Saw the consequences of his actions and then was like, do I want to deal with this now? No. See ya.
I mean, he was perpetually terrified of getting smote, so.
We are going to have a
Guys-
very serious and violent conversation later.
So
Actually, as you guys are standing outside of this tower coming with a plan, Tapartos, roll me a perception check.
I would love to.
Garagak, you as well.
All right.
I'm busy.
You're busy.
Oh god, it's wisdom.
And I guess if any of you guys want to, you can.
Oh, 16.
Okay.
Terrible at it. Let's do it. Let's
18.
go with perception.
Perfect.
Yeah. -1. Here we go. Let's roll it.
19.
19?
Up. Broken.
Okay. So you guys see, as you glance around,
I got a 4. I saw nothing.
you look across this road where the tower had come down over at your mounts.
Princess Pony.
And amazing.
And amazing. You look over, and they are cuddled up next to each other. They seem to have grown some sort of bond to each other.
Awesome.
I don't know what you're about to do here.
And then they explode.
I was gonna have him make kind of.
I'm just kidding. I did it just for that.
We're so mad.
No, you don't do that. I've got plans for those two.
My favorite part of all of it was it wasn't just Ian's face. It was like everybody else was like, "Oh yeah, they explode, sure," but not just Ian, but also Hero was like, "Ooh."
Because I've got plans for those two.
No, but you look and they look like they are they're falling in love. They look like they're
Amazing spectral.
correct.
Cartoon horse.
Amazing as a cartoon
He
horse.
may be
My
spectral.
baby
but I
is
love his
falling in
tail.
love with an abomination.
Whoa!
I'm loving this idea.
Beautiful, beautiful abomination.
I am still raging, thank you.
That's fair. I'll take whatever my actions have dictated here.
I give George the come back to me whistle, so he'll dig up out. I will say, hey, I think it's time for us to go, yeah? At which point I just scoop a cat, I scoop a bard, and I walk away.
And look, I do not know if we want to leave a raging.
I don't
Cloud
want to
giant
deal
over
with
the
that when he
fence.
wakes up, yeah? I don't
We
think
have an
he's
hour
going to
until
be
he
happy
wakes
still.
Wait, how close is the lava coming with Zephyros just kind of napping there?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, it's still pouring out.
Ivan, may I please?
yeah.
I don't want to
yeah.
leave him to die to lava.
Ivan, may I please?
He
see
won't.
the-
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Yeah,
You
so,
see, you guys can see. You're like sitting here looking at this lovely, like romantic situation between,
I'm walking towards him.
between these two horses. And as you look up, you can see
large-sized
maybe half
pony?
a mile up the mountain. There's just this like pool of lava pouring over, heading this way.
It's time to go. I'm
Okay,
walking to the horses.
I need to ask: A, who is the best arcanist? B, who has the best understanding of strange demonic artifacts? C, Anuk, please get our horses and take them back inside the tower. We have quick things that we need to do.
I
I think
mean,
that's a bad idea.
I heavily. It may be, but we need to get out of here quickly before this valley fills with lava, and the best way is going to be on a flying tower. If we can figure out how to get this tower in the air, that's going to be our best bet while we
You
figure
wanna
out the
be
best
in the
way.
air when he wake up?
I also
If
don't
we can
not
figure
want to
out-
let him to die.
He won't die. He'll be fine. He
I'm
got
proficient in
thousands of
investigation.
years.
But
Ivan
were
speaks
any of
up.
those thousands of years buried in lava? That is the question.
He'll wake up before the lava gets here. He'll be fine.
At this point, all of you in your minds hear this. You've chosen poorly.
so I mean,
And
I
a
still have a
single
giant house.
dandelion grows out of the ground at the foot of the stairs leading up into Zephyros's tower.
There's no stairs. But, oh, I guess the front.
There's stairs leading up into the tower.
Okay. Wanted to clarify. So about the whole volcano thing, I don't know if anybody else remembers. I have a giant owl with me, and I was just gonna suggest possibly that a nook pours water into all the lava and maybe helps it cool down and gets it to stop.
I feel like I should clarify how much lava this is.
This
Yeah,
is like a
that's fair.
volcanic
I just wanted
explosion.
to.
This is not like a 2 foot wide trickle of lava that's going on. So the entire mountain you were on is covered in lava that is pouring off of it.
I was thinking Minecraft logic. This works, I guess.
That's fair. You just hit the source block and it all stops. It all goes away.
It's all
Problem solved.
obsidian now.
Yeah.
I think the bigger question right now, we have clearly made an enemy of.
I think
A
we made
god.
an enemy of everybody.
Do we
Leave
want
the
to try and fix
giants.
this? He is.
I'm trying. Ivan, please give me the book and the inkwell.
Oh yeah, no, I'm holding the book out for anyone who wants to grab
Okay,
it.
great.
Yeah,
I grab
take
it. I grab the inkwell. I grab the quill. I open it up and I take a quick glance of everything that's been written in it before I start to write something in it. May I hear what has been written in it so far before I write?
Sure. The things that have been written in it so far. The thing that Tumult wrote about Sylvanas. Tempbard's moms are here.
I think it was Ivan as a cat.
Ivan is cat. Separates mom.
Ivan becomes a cat for 1 minute.
2 times.
Ivan becomes a cat right here for 1 minute.
Fair.
Zephyros gets all memories that have ever been taken from him returned immediately.
All right. Great. With that, I am going to take the inkwell and the quill and quickly scribble in there. Zephyros has pink hair.
Okay.
You look up. Zephyros has pink hair.
Excellent. I see that. Okay, good. And I immediately scratch out that note. Zephyros has pink hair. I scratch it out so that it has no, like, you have no idea what was written under
Totally
it.
blotting
previously.
it out.
You scratch it out.
Yes.
Nothing changes.
Fuck.
Hey, if you're trying things, why don't you just try cutting the page out of the book? As I'm walking away,
Yeah, just
carrying a cat and a bard.
I'm concerned because Zephyros and the cat are on the page. If we take the page out of the book, this is reality bending magic. We've removed this from the book. This may have removed them from reality.
Also, both of our names are written in it as well, because he
Yes.
wrote Sylvanas' 2 gods, one worshipped by Lysander, one worshipped by Tabartos.
Yes.
True.
Is there anything else I can discern from this book from a religious perspective?
Roll a religion check.
I mean, if we are to be writing things, you can also write Zephyros calms down, period.
We could do that.
Or calms
17.
to us, or...
Right, everyone
17, you
was a friend of
say?
Garrigan.
17.
With a 17, you find out 2 of 3 things. No, you don't. You don't find out anything more. Sorry.
Nothing more. Okay.
Uh,
Something we could
let
try.
me rephrase. As you look at this book, you see a symbol.
Yeah.
Very small, almost minuscule, in the top right corner of the front cover of the book. Let me open my notes that I have had to start writing down because of all you knuckleheads to figure out what symbol it was because I forgot.
You mean it's not a dandelion?
It's not a dandelion.
Oh, that's exactly what I was expecting.
Wait, I did this.
It's a
Right.
lion
Every-
dandy.
I mean, technically, we did get this from Lion Dandy.
Yep.
We did.
Garagak, are you
Indeed.
elsewhere in your home?
So
Yes.
Okay, I was like, I just want to make sure that you're
I
like
have
your
a
camera's
wireless
not
headset.
broken.
Yeah.
so you look at this symbol and you see it is so small. It is maybe 1/16 of an inch on every side. You're sitting and you squint. And you see a smile. It is just the outline of a smile with the teeth. Very much so, it looks like when the Cheshire Cat is first appearing in the original Alice in Wonderland, where it's or disappearing rather, when it just leaves the smile. It looks just like that. And that is based off the perception roll you accidentally rolled, not the religion check you did roll.
Wait, did I roll a perception?
You did.
And then a religion. No, the perception was before for
Yeah, I know, I
looking at
rolled the
Princess
perception
Pony.
Exactly.
Oh, my bad. Well, you got
That
it
was on
anyways.
purpose. Well, great. All right, great. I do not know what's going on. It would appear as though we have some sort of monkey's paw on our hand. What we write turns into reality, but if we have any detail in any way incorrect, it shall backfire horrifically. So we can write ourselves out of this, but we must be impossibly succinct.
I mean, honestly, the only thing that is a long-term effect is what has happened to Sylvanas, and I do not wish to mess with him anymore.
Not in the slightest. I wish not to cause her any more pain than has been caused so far.
He has had enough trouble.
She really has.
We can't have this argument right now.
So
We can always have this argument.
But do we want to do anything about this sleeping giant? Literally, do we want to
Bartos
leave?
would like to.
Do
What
we
if
want
we
to?
continue the thing that was written? Like, he gets his memories back immediately. What if we put, like, over in a year at the end of that?
Immediately over a year?
In a
That
year.
does- that-
Immediately in a year.
Oh no. Then we will just deal with a very angry giant in a year.
Well,
better
we
than
could
now.
Might not
say
be.
And
gets his
And
think
memories
of
back.
all the books that he just destroyed that were his memories.
That are now gone.
That's true.
They are now gone. However, this
Yeah.
may say that he gets those memories back because they've been destroyed. We could be in a cyclical sort of situation. I do not know.
Can I just interject?
Yes.
I love and hate how intelligent you guys are. Because I leave all these little things that are happening, and you pick up on so many of them, and I hate it. Continue.
no, I want to do my thing.
Do your thing.
Ivan, do your thing.
So even though Ivan's being taken away, Hans is still there, right? So you hear Ivan's voice through Hans saying, "Hey, just write in the book that Devos' tower starts floating up like a mile in the air or whatever. We can come back to this later, but we should get out of here like now."
The lava.
Yeah, no, that's why we have to go now. We have no pursuit way of stopping Bob.
He brings up a point. Get everybody on the tower. We will try to levitate the tower.
But that we are trapped in the tower with an angry giant in an hour's time.
Which means we have an hour to figure out what we are going to do.
Well, we can always just write in Zephyr stays asleep for another hour. Like.
We just keep him unconscious.
You
forever.
have
You also don't know, like, if there's like
54 minutes to figure out what's wrong with the giant.
Cat has a point. Also,
Like-
my video is about
I
to
was
die on the phone. I need to go figure something out. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm still listening.
I'll make a really, really, really big sigh because I'm a big guy. And I'll put the cat and the bard down.
That was really uncomfortable. I really appreciate this.
Oh, I picked you up nicely. I didn't just grab you by the scruff of the neck like I did the cat.
Ivan kind of deserves it right now.
Cat and I, we need to sit down and have a beef out here, We need to get it all out later. But I go to Princess Pony and I go to Awesome. Hey, back into or we need to go into the tower. It's We got this. I think we'll be okay. But the lava and the lightning and the storm that's coming. So I think maybe, possibly, if we keep writing in the book, we'll be safe. So come on. Hey, George, let's go. And I start walking back to the tower.
We can also
George hobbles along.
write that the storm and lava that Zephyros has created, however long ago that was, have stopped.
Well, but somebody wants to be in the tower when the giant wakes up.
I mean, the book is just loosely into Partos' hands. You could probably take it from him. I don't know if Ian would object as he gets his camera set back up. He does not object. So if Tempard, you do want to write that thing in it, you are now on the ground.
I would like to write the thing.
Say the exact wording to me.
Oh, well, I mean, it's Tempard, so it's only going to be like whatever comes to my brain first. The lava and the storm stop.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what we got.
Okay.
That's I mean.
Yeah, no, that's a very Tempard.
Not gonna lie to you, that's what Tempard would write down. That's what we're going with.
Love it.
You turn to see the results of what you wrote, and you see a lightning bolt frozen in time.
I did it.
You see the lava that was trickling down is frozen and no longer boiling, no longer moving in any capacity.
But does it still radiate heat?
They have both stopped.
I fixed it. We're good.
I suppose this is...
I closed the book. My job here is done.
I suppose that technically worked.
Technically, yeah. No, But what do we do now?
You're welcome.
Yes, this still does not alleviate our literal giant problem. Do we want to try and calm him down? Do we want to try and disperse his memories? I think this man deserves to have his memories kept. I don't know if...
Yeah.
Hero, what are you writing?
Well, while you think about that, I'm just going to say that
What is today's date?
It is correct.
It's the 23rd of August.
Well, you know what I mean. In the game?
It is...
You could also hand wave it by saying, you know what the date is.
That's for now. Yep.
I don't expect you to have a calendar planned.
It's not my world, and I don't remember if the Forgotten Realms has a set calendar system that I can recall. So I will look that up later. But you know what day it is.
This was all a dream. You wake up, and it is the day before we went into the tunnel.
You finish the sentence. All of you wake up as if it was yesterday. You have no recollection of any of this. Lysander, you no longer have your shield.
Sorry.
You still have the symbol of Sylvanas. You...
Oh, no.
You have never had the conversation with Zephyros. You have never had the heart-to-heart with Tepartos. You have never had any of those experiences. I'm going to give a brief moment because Ian is actively rushing to get his stuff plugged back in to respond.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you in the slightest.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding you in the
I
slightest.
spent so much time trying to get back on the good with my friends, and I have to do it again.
The only difference is that Anuk, when you come to, you don't remember why, you don't remember how, but you are holding the book that you found open with the quill you found in your hand.
No, that's
You see everything that had been written prior.
I'm going to finish making myself an old-fashioned.
And on that moment, I think there's no better time for us to end for this session. Feel free to react to things if you have things you want to react
We're
to.
just gonna do everything the exact same way. We don't know
Yeah.
any better.
Are you?
Yeah.
How can we?
We don't know
Like,
any
yeah,
better.
without
This is
meta knowledge,
before-
it would be exactly the same thing.
Where
The only
were-
difference now is that Anouk would be able to tell us,
Yeah, like if
like, what he understands from what's
He
written.
doesn't know
'Cause-
anything. He just sees what
No,
was
no.
written. What happened the day before? Where was the day?
It's
Was
right
this
before we
planned?
went into the cave.
No, this is the
Yeah.
conversation we had. This was before we left the town.
No, he said it was right before we entered the cave, right? Isn't that how you wrote
You
it?
said
Yeah.
right before you entered the cave.
Yeah.
You did not say which cave.
Oof.
Just the day
You
before.
are
Right, it was
all.
the day before.
You said the day before you entered the cave.
Mm.
which case
Are we at Nightstone?
You glance up, and you all know deep in your heart of hearts that your next objective is to go and save the villagers of Nightstone.
Are
Yep, we're
you
at Nightstone. I
fucking
knew it.
kidding me?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
No,
Insane.
This is
because
great.
I actually
I
wrote
love
the
this.
day. I said
You
the day
said-
before.
Okay.
That's why I asked what day it was.
Right, you asked. So then when you wrote it in, you
when
said
I wrote
that-
it was the.
So okay,
and
okay,
I wrote
okay.
the date.
No, that's an important clarification. So instead of before we entered the cave the day before, like parenthetical for the date.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay.
But
That's
still,
significantly
that's
better.
Cool, I was gonna start inviting people to the
So
temple.
yeah,
then.
it's
Don't
right
have
before we
any
entered
idea.
that cave. So
so. Oh God, was that?
before the
Was this
founder.
after-
That was the sleep we had outside of Gnawbones. This is
Yeah.
that's where
This-
we're at.
So you are waking up the day after your rest.
When I stormed
When-
off after
when
having a
Tepartos
big
would be
fight with
coming up,
everybody
Got laid.
You have the conversation
about Zephyros.
about Zephyros.
Oof.
So Anouk didn't have, from Tempard's perspective, Anouk didn't have the book and now suddenly has book.
Yeah.
Sweet, cool. All right,
Actually,
I mean,
what
that's not
book?
weird. That's
I
great.
put the book away.
Yeah, like it's all waking up. Like I don't think any of us would even see it. So like the quill in my bag, and I don't check it right now, but like just for future weapons, is like the quill and the ink out of my bag gone now?
Yes.
Okay. Like Ivan doesn't know that right yet. That's,
No,
like,
no, friends. I refuse.
There's no way that Ivan would know that right now. I was just curious. As
We're
a
just
player.
making sure if he like looked in his stuff, he'd be like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Are we gonna have to call Vinny again?
You have no idea how it's going to play out.
This is great. I
Oh.
love this one. Like,
It's only
this
a
is great
day.
stopping
Oh,
point. I love
but-
this.
Yeah, I feel like
I-
we're at interruption now.
It's only
I
one day.
died that day, Alex.
You did die that day.
That is in fact true.
Ian, our God is still separated and we don't know.
I know.
Yeah. So if everything's still
or
in the
they might
book.
not be.
Yeah,
You
but if
have-
But
everything's still
everything
in
is
the
no,
still
no,
book.
no.
written in the book.
No.
Yeah.
You have no idea if any of that still happens because
True.
Yeah.
just because you did not, you said this was all a dream.
Yep.
Sure. In the D&D world, dreams are fantasies and foretellings of other happenings all the time.
So since I said it was a
So
dream,
wait,
do we
It was-
remember
did we
the dream?
it? If it was all a dream, did we dream it?
Well, we'd have to roll a check for that, maybe, because
Mm.
sometimes you don't remember your dreams, right?
Oh, I
Mhm.
never remember mine.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
That'll be for the next episode.
Yeah, that'll be for the
Yeah.
next episode. We'll figure out exactly how far gone you guys have actually left yourselves.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh God. Wait.
Can't wait
Wait.
for next time, folks.
I
Can I
was
get my
so ready.
intelligence back?
Oh my
I
God.
was so ready for us to go back,
the way
re-go
to
to
Nightstone.
Nightstone. You guys would have never met Dandelion. You guys wouldn't have met
Soup.
Moog. You guys wouldn't have
We
met
would have still
Soup
had Gum
or
Gum.
Phil. Gum Gum would have. You guys would have had Gum Gum in your party.
Would we have
Gum.
been back down to level 5?
No.
Oh.
Oh. Wait, would Raven have to go
By
back
the
and
way-
play his other characters?
Yeah, would he have to be Morzier?
Yeah.
No. That's the shit of it. Is you wouldn't have.
Oh.
You, as your current selves, would have been thrown back in time to that spot.
God, that may not have been a
Dude.
bad thing.
Yeah, we
Dude,
would have
we
shit stomped
done-
that cave.
Everything.
You might not have died, Garagak.
Facts.
But here's the thing. Who knows what changes when that happens?
Gosh, I hope you would.
So
Like
just one
butterfly
day.
effect.
Just one day.
Still, we get one day, and we might remember all of it. We might remember none of it.
Yeah.
Let's go just
I guess
keep delaying.
we'll come back to this.
We
Ooh.
will come back
Welcome,
to this.
Alex.
I need some more chaos in my life. You guys haven't drawn from your decks many things in like a month.
Want to?
I am so
Hero.
glad.
Well, I'm the only one with a deck is the thing.
No.
Yeah, I was
No.
going to ask,
No,
like,
no.
if I couldn't handle the
Technically,
situation.
Cat has a deck. but
We
you
will
probably
figure out what
shouldn't
happens
draw.
next week. For those of you watching at home, welcome to the chaos. Welcome to the sheer panic. And this has been the first
So are we going to
non-occurred episode.
close
God
out?
damn it.
We'll do a full closeout. Yeah. Yeah.
So likes and dislikes, or likes and loves,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Who wants to start?
Huh.
I
Yeah.
So much.
I like the really quick thinking that Anouk did with like the whole water, like to not only try to subdue Zephyros, but also like put out the fire and everything. And then on top of that, like the controlled water to like help us not die from that crazy fall. Like I was still at 19 HP. I could have very well died from that. But yeah, no, like that was really fun. I was just picturing like that Avatar Last Airbender when he's fighting Fire Lord. He's like, dude the thing, the water comes up. Yeah, no, that was great.
Thank you.
I like how Ivan is continually like just testing the book with like different stuff. Yes, he's not so like scared to write in the book anymore. He's just like more curious, and it like just plays true to his character.
Curiosity killed the cat, man.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
Desert Gate. Who wants to go next?
I like Departos's pink hair idea, personally. I think that was a really good, like, minimal consequences thought, so congrats. Thank you on that.
Thank you.
I also like the fact that I did not use my necklace of fireballs. I would love to hold on to that. I just felt like it was almost necessary.
Almost.
Yes.
All right. If I can go next, I just want to talk about the absolutely insane One Punch Man anime moment Garagak had here. How stupidly hype that was. That was just...
Dude, that'll make a beautiful dream.
It really will. Like, all of us remembering just this, like...
So that's just
Garagak. Garagak will remember one 10-second snippet of everything else that everybody else remembers. It'll just be him, like, fucking falcon punching a rock into Zephyros's chest. No context of why, no context of what's happening, but just knowing that he successfully did it.
Exactly.
Yes.
And just that whole visual image of him just like tick, 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 sprinting past Anouk and just decking a giant for a stupid amount of damage with an improvised, what's essentially an improvised weapon.
Yeah.
I just, man, God, that was cool. Good
That
job.
is so good.
Thanks.
Okay, guys.
And
He still has to say what he loved.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh, yeah.
let's give him the moment to talk about himself.
oh, me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said say something
I
good
thought
you
we were
did.
talking about Garagak. Regarding me, I don't know. I just felt like there was so much stuff going on here. Personally, as a player, I struggled to operate outside of either direct role play or direct initiative in these sort of in-between spaces. It's kind of interesting for me, and I like playing with those. However, I really like how I really love who Topartos is, and how no matter what happens or what danger may befall him, his first and only priority is the people he cares about and the people he considers his friends. And even when Zephyros throws everybody out after fucking up the gravity and everything, and gives people 30 seconds before whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and it's been very obvious he can kill all of us like that if he wanted to, I still sprinted back inside because both I wanted to make sure Lysander was okay, and I will fight until my dying breath to bring Zephyros back from wherever he was, regardless of whatever sort of evil, dark energy was being faced directly at me. I was going to face that head on. And I love that about Tepartos, and his resolve to the people that he cares about. It may be stupid at times, but I love that it's there regardless. That's it.
I love it.
Awesome.
Who's next? 3 of you?
I can go next. Two loves. I will reiterate, Garagak's punch was delightful. It's just peak what happens for you every single time, and I love that. I love that the dice let you do those sort of things and make
Yes.
those moments, because it's just always, you have the best luck for that sort of thing.
You really do.
I equal parts love and hate what Hero did. I think it's super interesting, and I'm intrigued to see how it plays out. But
boy.
oh god, this is a mind fuck. All right, we'll see how that works.
I was so stressed out about that 2 weeks ago. Like, oh my
Total
god.
Bob Newhart moment.
Just like, never mind, didn't happen, or maybe did happen, and we're just, oh my god. Okay.
I don't know.
I guess I didn't do a whole lot this time round. I failed so much this time round. Rough.
It failed. So
Like crit failed like four different rolls.
Oh,
But I do like, kind of in line with what Tepartos was saying, that Lysander as well was just kind of like, I want to save this man, even though like Lysander cares really deeply for his friends and those close to him, but it was one of those like, I can't leave this person suffering, especially since it was technically at our hands. And I like seeing those sort of things come out, even in like the 1 split second stuff.
Yeah, it was very
For
good.
sure.
So you want to go, Garagak, or you want me to go?
Sure, I can go. I like that I was able to pull off an anime move. I tried so hard to pull off the friendly Gargak side anime move, and that failed. So then I went with the barbarian side of Gargak move, and it succeeded. So I was pretty happy about that.
That's absolutely wonderful.
And yeah, I also like that Hero joined me in the anime-esque theme of that episode, doing his airbending and stuff, or waterbending. That was really cool. And the fact that he wrote everything that's going to happen in the next episode in that book, because this is going to be wild. Especially if people crit, like, fail on rolls to remember.
I'm so excited. Also, when you said when he was doing his like airbending stuff before you clarified to waterbending, I think you said his airbanding stuff, and I just saw Anuk standing out there like,
just a ukulele.
Yeah,
Just getting it.
To each other.
Yes. Oh my god. I don't know if this counts as like pimping something out or not, but 5 days, people,
I know.
from this recording.
I'm excited.
5 days until the new Bill and Ted movie. Let's all get hype about that.
I
all
am
right.
super
Actually, really
hyped.
excited.
I'm really hoping it's good.
I have not been excited
really
for a movie this much.
Friends, we have to do the wrap up.
I
Oh,
am
man,
not
I know,
even
I'm so
this
excited.
excited. I'm not even this excited about Batman as I am about Bill and Ted.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, our saver.
Daughters seem awesome. Like, definitely rad.
Right? Right?
I'm excited. All right.
Okay.
Rob, what
Coda.
do you got? Coda said
Yeah,
his
Coda
good
did
and
his stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I know that the crits and the anime moves and everything was amazing, but I know it was hard for you as Lysander to crit fail so many times. But to be honest, as a DM in other games, that gives me so much to work with. And I love crit fails as much as I love crit successes. So I love that you, as a player, went so well with those crit fails. And that speaks a lot about you as well as it does the character. Now, as much as the water stuff was cool, true to Anouk, the thing that I love is that he wasted it. Well, he didn't waste. He used his last wild shape to fly to the tower, top of the tower, to save the Griffins and George. And then he pulled off some cool stuff getting down. But
For sure.
It was cool.
that's what I love Anouk, and he would have worried about those things, and that's why I had to use those spells, and those were some big spells to save the animals.
Honestly, I forgot George was still up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just Jay chilling with the
Anouk knows where George is at all times.
Oh yeah, speaking of
Um,
using spells, since we just woke up, we have everything back?
Are we long rested?
Oh, God.
You will be long
Are
rested,
we?
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, At eighth
So,
level?
yes, at
At
8th
eighth?
level.
okay.
So, I'm going to do mine relatively quick and run through. You're all doing absolutely amazing. All of you did a wonderful time. I'm going to just go in the order of my screen here, rotate around. Hero, Anouk. Man, you're, whilst disappointing, we didn't have a hands in the air and walk away this session. But it was because you were interacting and you were involved with everything that was going on, and you were trying to help figure out the solution with the book, and you were trying to help come up with the ways, and ultimately you did the thing. You figured out the way to at least soft reset everything so you can go at this in a new way the next time around if you choose to do that.
If we remember.
If you remember. I really love that your mind kicked in for these games and your experience showed, and you did a great job. Ian, I have to agree with you almost on your point of that everyone is out, everyone is safe, except for Lysander. I need to go back into that tower. I need to try to save not only Lysander, but I need to try to save Zephyros because he's our friend too. And this moment of where Tepartos, knowing that he is like the one thing that has kept his group leaning away from just following into Dandelion's, like, yes, this is the best plan. Do this thing. Like knowing what that Moog is relying on you for the future of everything that's going on, and knowing all of this pressure on your shoulders, all of it went out the window, and you ran right back into danger to try to save your friends. It's good. It's good character play. It was very well done. Devin, buddy, you're a delight. Your constant experimentation, your constant like curiosity beats overall. Your just every decision you make, you can tell has at least a minimum of thought before it. Even the ones that seem like off the cusp, like all those little like right on the moment decisions, you can tell you've had at least a moment of like pause and thought before you do them, and I love it. Tempard, I have almost the exact opposite compliment for you. I love how you play your character, and you, Jay, are a smart person. You're an extremely intelligent individual, but the way that you play Tempard with these moment like absolute spur of the moment instantaneous decisions and just stick with them, like hey guys, what do we need to do? We need the storm and the lava to stop. All right, well, the storm and the lava stop. Great, we did that. What's next? Like, there's not the pause to figure out the best way to do it. There's not that you're like, this is the problem, we have a way to fix it. I'm just gonna do it, and let's see what happens. I absolutely love that about you and your characterization of Tempard. Coda, everybody's commented about your anime moves and all your sick tricks. But my favorite thing about you this session was that this was an almost entirely roleplay session, and you came out of your shell, and you were interacting the whole time, and you were paying attention to everything that was going on the whole time, and you were throwing your actions in there. I want to run up and give Zephyros a hug. I want to try and do whatever I can to try to save this guy. He's our friend, and I think it was the first moment in a long while that during a really roleplay heavy session you've come out of your shell like that, and it was awesome, man. I hope you keep doing it because it turned out doing super cool stuff that happened. So I'm really proud of you for that.
Awesome. I was trying.
Yeah, you did great. Krista, now you suck. Okay, bye. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You were ready to go.
There is you are one of the best roll with the punches players that I've ever had the honor of playing with. You rolled like 6 nat ones this session, and you just kept going and kept trying no matter what was happening, and you just kept pushing through it. And that is one of the most highly sought after thing a DM can want in a player, is even when things don't go your way or things get dramatic or hard, you don't quit, you don't shut down, you don't get upset, you just keep playing the game. And I love that about you and how you're playing Lysander especially.
I have to go sage my dice now.
Sage all of
Please
Roll20.
do.
Find their server room and just throw a bunch of burning sage in there. I'm sure it'll end
Good
fine.
luck.
You and Mr. Wheaton.
Yeah.
I hope this doesn't curse me.
As for myself, I'm gonna keep saying the same thing that I've been saying is, whilst my roleplay my improv with Tumult leaving was not on point, giving you guys a book that can reset the world and kind of just going with your punches as you're throwing randomness into those, as well as like I spent probably 20 hours this last week since we last played trying to figure out what was going on and how I was going to spin this, because like I said, I have a bunch of background knowledge on how I've changed Zephyros for the homebrew system that we're in and the homebrew world we're playing in, or loosely home world. But I was like, okay, well, how is this going to change that? What is going to happen? And you guys are throwing horseshoes and you're throwing wrenches into the gears left and right. And it's making it a lot more exciting for me. It's making it to where I'm relearning that I have to plan ahead. I'm a very off the top of my head DM, and I have to think about these things ahead of time. And you guys are challenging me, and I think I'm meeting those challenges at least in a decent enough way. Oh, yeah. So that's me.
I love how you've given us just a random 9th level magic item just casually that we can play with. And it's terrifying.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go into the details of why it happened, but it was kind of dumb on my part, but it happened. So we're going with it. But that, I think, will wrap up our session for this week. Thank you for enjoying the chaos with us.
Thank you.
The first officially nomenclated episode of The Dice That Binds Us. And I hope you guys stick with us. We'll have another episode out soon for you guys. Thank you so much.
Figure out what happened with our world.
Figure out what's going on.
That'd be great. I'd like to know that too.